I am right here. Let's see. I want to play music so desperately. We will. I'm going to go ahead and put on my brother's music. Hi, this is Bernade Flanoy. I'm right here in the studio with you, getting my second camera set up until I update my computer. I've got a lot of things on this computer, so I didn't want to risk it without the professionals. Don't have any glasses today, but we're back over here. We're getting ready to paint the mirror, and I'll be able to show you the second view in just a second. So I just sent the link to invite myself into the studio. One day I'd like to invite you as well to join me, that we could both be painting live, or I don't know, it could be a group of us. I think that would be kind of cool. Let's see. So before I do, and this is something that I just learned this week. Oh, wow. I need my phone to charge. Let's see if it's going to reverberate all over the place. If it does, I might not be able to have that second camera. Dun, dun, dun. So let's see. Am I in the studio? Let me enter the studio. And there we go. You guys are going to hear that echo. This is going to be a dilemma. Why did I not plug up this phone in my other camera? Like I said, won't work until I charge it. And there is absolutely no way I can invite 10 people. But in order that we don't have all the reverberation, everybody would have to have their, I think, headsets on or something. That's what I'm understanding. This is bananas, but we're gonna get this stuff together. I love learning, and I'm not afraid of making mistakes on the air. So here I am. I'm in the studio. Got my paint, got my water, got my brushes. I'm ready to go. It's just the tech. Send some help, y'all. I am gonna have to unplug this charger. I don't know how else. I don't know how to charge and have the headset on. It's gonna be one or the other. Well, I tell you what. While I open up my paint, I'm gonna turn on some good music, my intro music, my outro music, and yeah, we're gonna figure this out. But I tell you what. In the meantime, I can show you how far we've gotten yesterday. We still have a long, let me do it this way. You think you should know by now, but we don't. Tilt, because the light is, move him far back. So we've got a long way to go to make this person look like this person. He reminds me of, oh goodness, the name just slipped out. Merv Griffin, a little bit. A little bit. So we've got some work to do. Let me put this really close so we can kind of see. And I've been in the studio trying to clean and get organized. This is my happy place. I could piddle in here all day long, and then I can paint all night long. Okay. I know y'all tired of seeing this shirt, but that's okay. I'm going to get some new ones made. This is just for the studio experience. Now, I hope that you're creating. I hope you're doing something wonderful. And hello, replay viewers. I need to greet you. It's 6 minutes in, and yeah, we probably won't be painting with that second camera very long, but we're going for it. I am going to set up everything over here. Do I need to trim this down just a smidge to make sure that it is going to fit just a little bit better on there. So we're going to put the mayor of Greenfield, and I have to, oh no, here goes the sinuses, y'all. But we still live. We're going to keep this camera rolling. You know, what did Puffy say? Diddy? What is that? Can't stop, won't stop. Can't stop, won't stop, won't stop, can't stop, something like that. Please pardon me. It is still allergy season here. And I guess the good thing about all of this later is it can be cut. You know, I can trim this part off for here we go. Had to get a little piece of tape. That was a benefit. That's a plus. Because this is off just a little bit. I'm going to put it off to the side over here. Okay, just to kind of stick it onto the canvas a little bit. But of course, you know, you cannot see that at the moment. So I've got my Liquitex ready. I'm just going to set that just over here. Hey, girl, where's the fresh water? And I know I filled it up. And I know I brought it somewhere. I just don't know what it is. I knew I had it. So you didn't hear the faucet because I knew I had it. Here it is. I'm going to put my extra water there in case it gets super duper dirty. I don't like a whole lot of water. I don't set my brushes in the water most of the time because this is wood and this is metal. Sometimes this is plastic and this is metal. And the glue that gets in there, you know, the hairs right here, it'll absorb that water in there, and then, you know, the glue, the wood absorbs it, and then shrinks and cracks and all of that. But anyway, I'm ready to join. So we have 29% charge. That may get us 15 minutes. So let's see how we can rig this up. Let me bring you in a little closer. How we can rig this up so that you, okay, can have a slightly better seat. Okay, the lights are there. Let me bring this over here. I think we're okay. Lights are there. We're coming in slowly with the light. Okay. Oh, please don't fall over, y'all. Please. Let's twist this. Ooh, child. Somebody else needs to handle this part of it. Because we are 11 minutes into the broadcast and haven't painted one thing. But we've been ready for an hour. Oh, child, come on up in here. Let me introduce myself again now that we're officially starting. We are past our little warm-up session. I think I did hit live. Yeah, let me make sure I am live. So, for those of you that are still a newbie like me broadcasting, I'm using StreamYard. I had Restream for a moment. Matter of fact, I just used um, Facebook Live for, I don't know, most of 2020. And then I tried Restream, and that seemed to work okay. It was kind of hit or miss with my internet connection. I don't know. It was a mess. And this StreamYard and AT&T seem like they are cooperating together. But now I also have better lights, and I have a microphone here which helps with the sound. Now I think the sound quality, I'm gonna have to call a couple of my heavy hitters out there. The sound quality probably could be improved. But sometimes you don't know until you know. If I just use my microphone that's on the computer, you can still hear me, but the quality isn't as good. I've been listening to a lot of podcasts. I don't know why that, all of our faces are not symmetrical, right? So, well anyway, it's these glasses on here and I can see. We're at 30%. Let me unplug. We are going in. All right. So you won't be able to see this part, but I will. Let me enter the studio. And then I want to make sure I am rotating my camera. Let's see if this is okay. Let me rotate my camera. You know what? Let me turn it this way. Let me rotate my camera that way. And now, well, you can't see that part. You'll see it when I pop on. I just don't want it to drop off into the water and paint. So give me just a moment to make sure it's good and secure. And here we go. We're going to add our second camera. Yay! Ooh. And I can already tell that the quality is not so good. And that might be because of the live stream. Okay. All right. But we're going forward anyway. So our paints are right here. We put those out yesterday. I'll go over that really quickly. I keep it in a Tupperware container. I mist it. I mist them with a little water. Matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and mist them now. And these little sprinkles will get on my example. So I will mist this right here. Just, a light little mist. And remember, I have my gel medium. They call it something different these days. I'm just going to put that right there so I'll have it. I'm using Liquitex. Liquitex is just old school favorite of mine. Back from when I was in school, working at Multicraft in Cleveland, Ohio. Met some amazing people there, okay? And my coworkers, it was, when I went to work, it was, I don't know, like a hangout party. I had crazy respect for those people because they were so kind and generous, and wanted to provide good service. And they all had a good sense of humor. I hope that you're hanging out with people that are not cruel and always want to one up somebody, or, I hope that, oh, you can't even see the face, but I'm hoping that you're loving life and making it lovely for others. Let me say it like that. All right, so I've got my gel medium. Usually I squeeze out about a quarter because I don't want to waste it. Even though I do mist my my palette. Let me tell you about this palette. This is a foam plate, okay? Foam plate in a Dollar Tree Tupperware container. Now, if you got a better airtight container system, let me know. But this is what's been working over here. So you don't need a bunch of fancy things. I'm because of my grandmother. I'm more frugal, and sometimes I overthink my overthinking before I think about it. You know the saying now, if that makes sense. You know, when people keep telling me if that makes sense, child, it makes perfect sense sometimes. And it's like, no, that don't make any sense at all. You mean you're asking me if that makes sense? You know, when you said it didn't make sense. I don't know. I know that I am going to enjoy this day no matter what. I hope that you're spreading some art joy, art cheer somewhere. And I never did play my brother's music. I will have to play it uh, at the end. I've got to hurry up. I forgot my battery isn't so long lasting. So I've got my neutrals over here. What is this? Burnt sienna, burnt umber, raw sienna. What is this? Naples yellow. This is like a titanium white, kind of like an off white or what do you call it? Unbleached or bleached? I don't know what you call it. Unbleached white. And this is titanium white. This is some kind of yellow. Back in the day, we called it cadmium. I don't know what. See, my it's freezing. And then this would be the equivalent of cadmium red. So a warm red and a cool red. This one will make really good oranges mixed with the yellow one. This one will make really good violets mixed with the blue. And I still don't have any blue out here. That's the problem. And it's right here, but I'm not digging for it today. So we'll worry about that in our next session. I may come live tomorrow. I'll have my camera charged up. Now, as long as I've been up in here today, it should have been charged and ready. All right, replay viewers. My name is Bernaid Flournoy. I'm an art teacher. I paint portraits and looking to do this on a more regular basis. I'm looking for portrait commissions. I love painting for people. This is a done-for-you service. But I think I'm going to also offer a way that you can learn how to do your own portrait. I'm going to teach a few lessons on portraiture, and I think I may have a membership coming up soon. Listen out the rest of this month. Yeah, I think we're going to. I'm shooting for the end of this month to get some founding members. Still working on the price point on that though. And I'll lead up to it with a little workshop so that you'll know if we fit together. I don't know. That workshop maybe I don't know, maybe about $9,700 for that whole week. So that's like $20 every day. But for the early people that sign up, of course, it's going to be a crazy, crazy discount. So let's go ahead. I promise you, I will get the name of the mayor. Okay, so, we got a lot of work to do. Let's get in here. It is 8:21, and I know we probably have, and I'm going to have to stand up because with the glare of the lights, and this is not on an easel, this is flat down on the surface. I can't see at this angle. I would have to prop it up, and that would not be good viewing for you. I don't know why my Wi-Fi is so horribly bad. What is this saying? Y'all, I'm getting a message here. Let's see, what is this saying? Can I? Did that take that out of there? No, it's still viewing. Can I switch from Wi-Fi to my... Let's see how that works. Let's see if that will improve it. If I switch from Wi-Fi, and it might take a moment, Wi-Fi to my data plan. And that's not any clearer. Now we could sit here whining and complaining about it. We really truly could, but I'm not going to do that right now. Now we still sharing the studio with the lawnmower. Let me make sure. Can we move that over? Nope, we are going in the wrong direction. All right, let's hit it. So I like to wet my brushes as per the usual. Let me make sure we're all on one accord here, guys. All right, so you can still see the image, and you know what? Just got a nice brainstorm. I can take the top of I could take my reference shot to the top of my tripod, and I don't have to hold it. And sometimes you wonder why there's mistake after mistake, and then you get the epiphany. Okay, so I think we're good, guys, girls, people. Okay, so I am going to go in here. Oh, I didn't wet my brush. Is this the same brush? I know I wet a brush. So I'm going to go in here and make up some light covers using the titanium, little Naples yellow. And that gives us that kind of peachy general color. And so let's see where we're going to start today. I think I'm going to come right on in here. I'm going to go in here and find a couple little lights real fast. Okay. I may not include that particular part because, all right, so we know that's going to be a little bit lighter over there. Okay, so what we want to do now is probably go ahead and make it a little warmer. Let me get a little bit of that medium in here. Let's test this out and see. It needs to come down in value. And I keep forgetting as I'm mixing, because I'm standing and I really can't see what you're seeing. All right, that's kind of intense. Now my brush is really too full of paint, but let's test the color. Okay, I'm not too, what do you call it? Too upset about that color over there. Okay. So today I think I'm just going to work on just kind of building up the shapes a little bit more. I think I put on the, I'm just pressing down because I've got so much paint in here, but I can't access it. It's right there in the brush, but I got to press it out. So what I just want to do right here a little bit today is just reinforce And I need to, something still has to happen in here. I don't like it when all of that paint is all right up in there. So I got to get that out of there. I don't think I have as much control. And I may have to go back and get my regular schmegular boar's brushes, boar's hair. The nylon is great for the thinner craft paint and watercolors and tempera. Really, the more fluid. I am not really loving using these. This is really nice and soft here, but it's not stiff enough for this paint right here. I can still use it, and I do, and I'm fighting with it, and I'm looking at a brush that I know I'll have better success with. So off I go in my studio again to go and retrieve it. Sometimes you gotta stick with what you know. Now I'm going to show you another brush that I liked. And I use different brushes from different companies. So I'm not sure who makes, and I'm trying to see. I'm not sure who makes these here, but I like I don't know what you're able to see because the Richson, I've used this one I'm not even on camera. I've used this one quite a bit, but it's nice and stiff. And it's able to match up. Now this one is another synthetic. This one is Master's Touch, the Hobby Lobby brand. This originally was a filbert, but a lot of times when I'm working, if I don't rinse that paint out, it dries up in here. And so now it's not flat. It used to be flat. Let me aim this up so you can kind of see flat and kind of thin. Now it's all kind of bushy-tailed. And this is fine for like larger areas where you don't need a lot of control. But when you don't get that paint out of there, and it happens anyway over time. But when I'm in here working, I don't always rinse it out like I should. So, and these are longer. These are, I guess, more for the oils. I don't know why some brushes are super long and some are short. So, like I said, I like this for the softer craft paint, but not so much the thicker. So, with it, as I say, with that being said, let me wet my brush, dry it off a little bit because I don't want a lot of water. I just want the paint. And let's go. Let me see what the battery life is, guys. I know this is gonna look crazy, Von crazy. I can't see it. I can't see it, y'all. I don't want it to cut off on me. Is that okay? 21%. We're still pretty good. So we probably still have maybe 10 minutes. So let me go ahead and mix up a lot of this. I need, and I know, and I know some of you want that lightness to come about really, really fast. Me too. But I don't really get caught up in that right now. I'm just looking for the math. I want the math to be right. So I don't know if let's see here. Pardon me, y'all. Sometimes I can't teach and talk. I gotta be quiet. Like I said, I'm trying to get this math right over here because once my measuring is a little bit better, then the once my measuring and the proportions are a little bit better, then it will start to look like the person a little more. And let me press down because I've got plenty, like I say, plenty of paint will be right there in the brush. Okay, I want that to be just a little darker down here. It's still in the light. And let's see if we can just bring that on down here. Okay. I'm going back and forth here. And what I'm going to do is wet this next one. Let's see. I am going to cut this back here. I started to come back in here yesterday. And I still may. Because I noticed this is a little too wide. Right, so that's going right on up there. And here I am, I'm trying this transparent, what do you call this? Transparent burnt umber. I had to try to remember what that was. All right, so this needs to be up a little bit. And I'm going to get some of this black just to kind of redraw around here. This is a little lower. Go back in here. Oh man, it's been a moment since I've painted with these bristle brushes. All right. Sometimes we go back and forth a little bit, and let me get a little bit of extra water, get some of this medium. And I almost need to have another camera directly on my paint. Let's see if I can switch this up a bit. Nope. What if I did that? Nope. That's not the main camera. How do I shift it again? Shift 4, spotlight layout. I'm going to have to mess around with this a little bit more. There's a way to do this. So it could just be me. I would like for you to see what's going on here a little bit more. All right, so since I know that I want this part right here, because this little crux right here, and I'm going to come back for it. Okay, because let me get a little bit more water, and I'm going back with the black, and I'm dabbing into the medium to help it be more fluid. I go back the other way. Because of the canvas, it's woven fabric, and so you have to make sure you're getting that paint in there. All right, so I think what I'm going to do, while I've got this on here, let's go and do a little bit of redraw. Let me get some burnt umber. Guys, I really don't know how long I have. I'm going to get just a smidge of alizarin crimson. And let me get some medium. I'm going to just dip a little bit in that water. Let me get a little bit more medium, just so it can kind of flow off of this brush. All right, so then I can come back and dip in it. All right, so, you do all of that mixing and then you realize you just made burnt umber and you should have just gone with burnt umber the whole time. That's just how it is. So my math over here, I don't have my line over here enough. Okay. Okay, so here we are. We're going to make sure we have that line here. I really don't want the harshness here, but that's going to help us with our redraw a little bit. Excuse me. And like I said before, when I have a color on my brush, I kind of go through and see where I can find that color in other places and use it, and then that kind of ties everything together. So let me go ahead before this other camera cuts out on us. Ooh, guys, this is my happy place. Like I said, I know it may not be the world's greatest portrait, and by no means am I the expert over here, but it's my love. You know what I'm saying? It's just what I absolutely enjoy. And I know that's too dark right there, but we will try to come back. Like I said, I don't mind making that decision, and then I can come back and alter it. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to take whatever I have right here because I just need this value. I'll worry about temperature changes and colors and all that later. That's the dessert for me, and I go back and forth. But right now, I just need this to drop down in value. And I think I'm finding the shape that I need as I'm giving myself permission to do that. Okay, and like I say, I go back and forth, picking up colors. And like I said, I could sit here and mix a color for 30 seconds and realize I already have it right there. Such is life. So what I'm going to do is come on down here. And I'm going to get rid of this brush right now. So if this second camera goes out because my battery is low, then, we're just going to go ahead and end the broadcast because I know you can't see everything from, especially if that's there. All right. I am feeling better about it. Yep. So now I'm going to say we're about 3.5 hours in. So we've been, about 30 minutes or so. What do I have on here? Let's take what I have and mix that all in over there. I'm going to get a little bit of alizarin crimson going in here in this little mix here. But I need a little bit of blue. I'm going to grab a little bit of black to neutralize. Okay, so it's going to be really dark right here where that little flip of hair is, right there. And we're just going to bring this one down over here. Okay, I need that. I need that right here. Let me grab a little bit more alizarin crimson to warm that up. And I'm coming in right here. All right. And we're just going to bring this. When I tell you I'm just so grateful to be right back in the studio. This is so dry right now. Okay, now let's do that. Okay. So I play back and forth. I go back and forth. It's a little dance. All right, you know what? We're just going to go ahead with that light tone right here. We'll add a little bit right there. We know that it's probably something we can use over here a little bit. Along the face right here. A little bit here. And this light here might be a little too bright. I think that's the mailman. Okay. So I think we're getting that turn of the face finally. And then you realize that you're going to probably have to make all of that a little bit bigger. Well, I know my other camera is getting ready to go out, and I know I probably said goodbye probably 17 times yesterday because every time I clean up the brush, I want to keep painting, especially since the paint is right here. I don't have to go set it up. I don't have to go buy anything. It is right here. So it is so addictive. Let's see, what are we doing? Well, I've got a little bit of this light in here. What am I doing? And the paint literally is drying in the bristles. Now this, I'm going to say these are similar to like the chip brush, but it's a little different. Let's see, I think I want to cut that off right there. Over here, I want to bring that down. Because all of this right here is this interesting dance right here. And my math is not necessarily the best. Let me get this back here. And I am just going to go right on ahead and bring that on back over using this transparent. I got it on this easel using this transparent is this burnt umber. So we're just going to come on over here and get this on there. That'll give us something else good to work off of. I need to lift this up. You know what? Let me flop. Oop, we're getting, oop. Live brush, y'all. Did it flip off yet? Okay, so we're just going to use that. We're going to just use that paint up because like I say, I don't really care for the transparency of it. But somebody wanted it for some reason. This math may not be quite right. I may have to raise this up a little bit. But now I think we are definitely in the building. So I'm going to come over here just a little bit. Come back up over here just a little bit. Always go back. Always come back with the right color. Okay, so we have enjoyed the dance back and forth, back and forth, back and forth over here. I got to get that ear right because my math is not right over here. Dun, dun, dun. So the saga continues. Will the art teacher finally get the likeness of the mayor? Dun, dun, dun. You know what? I think I do have some sound effects in here. I gotta find them though. All right, so I am just like I said, I'm using up that transparent burnt umber, trying to see. Yep, that needed to come up over here a little bit. And if I need to bring it back down tomorrow, I will. But I see now, because I think I've expanded. I think we're doing a little bit better on the math. How about that? I think that's a little better. Okay, so I know is this like what number? I don't know. How many times is it now? And I don't have any blue tones. Out here. Okay, I feel better. I hope you do too. Oh goodness. I'm gonna go ahead and shut this other camera off because I know it's just a matter of time. And it is hot too. 10%. This is Brene Flanoy, art teacher by day, portrait painter by night. I love being in my studio. I'm so grateful. And I can't, I'm acting like the camera's still there. So I'm just going to spritz this down, go to your big box store, get a little mister. I think Michael's, I don't know if they still have it. Look and see if they got little tiny spray bottles. You don't want big droplets. But if all you have is this, by all means, you just won't have to use as much. So this is ready. I may not go live tomorrow. I may. I'm back in here. I'm addicted to this. Let's see. It's coming along. How do we do this again? We're still working. Trying to get... There we go. Now, I want to go right on in this area and hurry up and fix that. But we'll get it. It looked rough and tough for a minute. Oh, boy. And sometimes you're like, well, why don't you just fix it? That's what I'm in here doing. But for me, I enjoy the process. It's not... It's not how fast I can do it. Because I'm not in here for the speed. I'm in here for the accuracy. But I've been off the bike, and so I'm back on the bike again. And I keep saying, I'm never going to get off the bike. I'm always going to be riding the bike. And then life swoops in, the day job. And then being a mom, being in a family, being a neighbor, that kind of thing. A member of the community. Anyway, enough rambles for today. Find you some joy. Find you some art joy. Do something that makes your heart sing and come alive. And shout out again to my brother, DJ. DJ Chill 219 Nation. I think that's his YouTube. I'm going to have to, when I post, I'm going to have to post his YouTube channel. So might not be in the description when you look at this. I have to go back and add that later. Post production. What? So all of that stuff takes time. I keep trying to get the young one to do some of this stuff so I can be in the studio. I can do the artsy stuff, but the artsy stuff, the planning and trying to make sure the website and the social media, it's either one or the other. I was all website and now I'm back in the studio. So I need to add some things to the website. But anyway, it's a balance. And we don't give up. We keep moving forward. So if I can help you, you can go to my website. There's a contact form there. I think I'm going to take my phone number and my email off of there because I keep getting so much spam. But you can contact me, and I may have to put that CAPTCHA on there. I hate those CAPTCHAs, but it does help eliminate the spam. So, signing off for now. Enjoy your day. Today is Saturday, July the 2nd, 2022. How do we get here? I don't know. Anyway, we're here. Thankful. Bye for now. Happy Saturday.